Good morning, you guys. Long time no vlog. It is Friday, August 30th. Whew, the last day before the first day of school. The past week and a half have been crazy with meetings scattered throughout the day and just a lot of getting little things done. I feel like probably the third day of classroom setup, my classroom was ready. I've just been doing little things here and there to just do things that I wanted to change in my classroom. But then this past week, I've started to plan for the first day of school. And you guys, the first day of school is so hard to plan for because there's so much unknown, especially in kindergarten. I feel like you don't know your students or how they're going to be their first time at school. They don't know the school system and what to expect. And you don't know how long things are going to take. I feel like in my experience, something that I think will take about 5 minutes ends up taking about 30. And then something that I think will last 25 minutes, they're done in 3 minutes. So it's hard because you want to over plan, but you also know that things are going to take longer than what you expect. So it's just kind of a guessing game and it's kind of crazy. So I have my full day for my first day of school really planned out. I'll show you when I get to school what that will look like. And then today, we don't have to be at school today, but I feel like for my peace of mind, I just wanted to make sure the rest of the week I have all my copies made, everything's just ready to go, so that I'm not scrambling that first week when you're super tired. Because this week I've been so tired and there haven't even been kids involved. So, yikes. I'm going to get to school. It's 7:40. Normally I'm at school at 7 a.m. But since we don't have to be there, I thought I would just take my time. And pumpkin is back. And you guys, I've only gotten this at Caribou, so I'm sure at other places they make it great as well. But order a cold press with a half shot of pumpkin and a half shot of either white chocolate, vanilla, whatever you like. It is so good. It tastes like a pumpkin pie and it is my favorite fall drink. So I am going to head to school and I will catch up with you when we get there. So starting out here, I have sticks that the students check in if they're having hot lunch or cold lunch each day. Mail area, and this is where they put their take-home folders, any crafts, paper that we do in here. Okay, so this is our general rug area. We mostly sit in the colored spots, but we also sit on the outside of it for morning meeting and things like that. And then this is kind of my teaching hub. So this is our message board. Typically for this, I will take away letters and we'll put those in, or sight words that we know. And then down here, this is where I have all of my papers that we're going to do for that day. So on the first day of school, after we do a scavenger hunt and we read Pete the Cat, Rocket in My School Shoes, we are going to color this. And then later, if we get to it, we have my first day of kindergarten, a self-portrait. And then typically for math, I'll have things, but the first day I don't have an actual worksheet. This is also where I keep their clipboards, our whiteboards, markers, and erasers. So they're all right here. I also have my own teacher little basket that has everything I need. So crayons, glue stick, glue, scissors, pencils, markers, so that when I'm showing a craft, I can just pick this up and bring it to where I need to be. Here is my rocking chair, and I have this little chime that I use sometimes to get attention. It's kind of falling off. Here are some of our class rules that we go through with hand signals, and I have a picture for an example of raising our hand. Some pointers. This is our schedule, calendar area here. For our math warm-up, we sing the months of the year, days of the week. We will track how many days we've been in school, the weather, our calendar, everything like that. For the first day of school, but we're going to graph how we get home each day. I have smaller versions of this that have their names on it for how they are getting home, so that they can just color their picture in and we'll graph it as a group. since a lot of them aren't quite sure how they're getting home the first day. Over here I have some whisper phones. This is my document camera and where I plug in my computer. Then we have reading journals, catch-up folders, and math journals hubbed in here. So we haven't introduced those, or I'm not going to introduce those for a while, but that's where they will be. And then this is my library. So as you can see, the bookshelves are the same, but I got new bins, which I really love. And on the outside, there's a picture and the word, and then when you flip it around, there's the matching picture so that they can match the picture sticker for that. So that will be really nice. And in our reading area, I have our little rocker chairs with some pillows and then some fun pillows as well. This is our leveled readers, and so I just pull some of these to put in their book bins, but sometimes I'll tell them, I'll go grab some books from level C or whatnot. So those are just there as well. This is our word wall. So that Y and Z are still driving me nuts, but it's fine. This is where, as we learn sight words, we will put them up under their associated letter, and we will put our class names up there as well on magnets when we introduce that letter too. This first bulletin board is where I put work from a few students, and this is where our special K goes, so they have a poster. I need to put my special K poster up there. Bins here that I need to get a new little shelf that goes over there, but right now they're just gonna go here. This is some dessert, which is what we call if you're an early finisher. And then I have all the rest of these bins are read to self bins. So for the first little bit of time, I just put some books in that I think students would like to read that are kind of fun. They're the ones that I always put in their book bins. Oh, it's right over here. Over here is kind of our hub of supplies that we need. So we have highlighters, some dice, crayons, colored pencils, markers, glue bottles, scissors, and glue sticks. So when they run out, I'll have them just come and trade out. I keep our class books that we make. This is from last year, but they love to look at them as well. Some I Spy. And then have a school box, we call it, and it has crayons, a marker, two eraser, not marker, it has crayons, scissors, a glue stick, and two erasers in there as well. Here is also early finisher work that they can pull. The first days, I don't introduce this, but this just has some like tracing with dry erase markers. And then this is our family board where I will clip up a 4x6 photo that they brought in from their family. One of the best purchases I ever bought, the Keurig, but also made them yet because we haven't introduced them for a while. But I usually have magnets, a tracing. I do like a matching or a word work. That's just another one, and some puzzles. And then the bottom half are some of our morning tubs that we will introduce probably the second or third week of school. So things like having fun scissors, hole punchers. We use tongs and do fine motor. These different shapes that link together. There yet. So as well, here's our coloring anchor chart. So when we do the Pete the Cat, before they color, I will show them 3-star coloring. And this is what we use. I take a picture of each student inside of the picture frame as well. This is some of our choice time options. So we have just different blocks, Lincoln logs, rubber bands, geoboards, trains, magnets, just different things like that. We have our kitchen area that has different foods, plates, things like that. Here is the super cute frames, little kitchen table. Then here are just some more building for choice time, fun sticks that they can put together. And then this is our writing area. This is not really ready yet, but I have different colored, different Mr. Sketch crayons, colored pencils, some stampers, these crayons. And then in here I have just like coloring books, and then I'll normally have some paper, but I haven't put that in yet. Here is also where some work goes, and then this is also our listening center, with all of our books that have a CD as well. And then I use this, I don't let the students use this, and then this is just our hand washing area. This is the rest of our choice time, so we have lots of games in there. Some cars, games, puzzles, big Lego builders, something like this, and some cup stacking as well. Okay, I wanted to share a little bit about what we are doing on the first day of school. So at each student's desk, I have a little Play-Doh from the Dollar Tree. You can get 8 for $1. I just pop off the tops, and when they come in, they play with their Play-Doh. We talk about how to clean it up. We'll do our regular morning meeting. We sing lots of songs. We share our favorite color, and when I share, I pass around little Harry the Hedgehog. He's our class pet, and they get to hold him when they're talking. And then we'll play a little game together. And then we are going to read, I should have had my stuff ready. The pigeon has to go to school, and talk about what it looks like to be a listener. We'll go through our rules. We'll watch the Biscotti Kid on YouTube. It's Cookie Monster. It's a really cute video that talks about just listening with your whole body. And then we will go to the bathroom, and we will talk about what that looks like, sounds like, how we do that. When we come back, where's my book? Here it is. We will read Pete the Cat, Rocket in My School Shoes. We'll probably do a bunch of movement in between there. And then on the last page, really I have a little note that's from Pete that talks about where he is in the school, and then we go around the school to different areas and follow the clues. That's really good practice for the hallway expectations, and when we find a clue, giving a little signal, like I do a little cat ear for Pete the Cat. And when they come back, they're gonna find Pete, and he has some coloring sheets that we're gonna color. And that's when we're going to go over the anchor chart of how to color. They'll color for a little bit. Then I will read, I'm not prepared for this, sorry. First day jitters. We will share with a partner. We'll practice turn and talking to a partner on how we felt on the first day of school. And then I will have them drink some jitter juice, which is Hawaiian punch and a little Sprite, and I'll put those in a Dixie cup. And after that, we'll have to see how much time we have before lunch. If I ever have extra time, I always like to just make it a game for practicing things. So with my chime, I might have them talk to friends, and then I'll ding the chime and see how fast they can be ready to go, or we'll practice lining up, things like that, just to make it fun. They will go to lunch and recess. When they come back, we have 15 minutes, and that's like from the moment they come in from recess, so it'll be more like 5 minutes before we go to music, gym, or art. So we are pretty much probably going to do a bathroom break, maybe do a quick movement or breathing activity, and then they go to art class. When they come back, we're going to do quiet time, so I explain how to lay out their beach towel, what it looks like, sounds like. We practice it, we do it for about 15 minutes, and then we are going to graph how we get home, which is what I was showing you before. We'll do that as a group. We'll talk about that and what that looks like, and then I will explain choice time and what that will look like as well. I do let them play with any of our choices, like clear about how they have to clean up their choice before they move to the next choice. There can only be 4 at a choice. The sound level, we stop a lot and talk about things that are going really well, things we have to fix, and then we will sing another song and we'll get ready to go home. So that's kind of the day, and then this is what I send home with them. So on the first thing is this yellow sheet that says on the first day of kindergarten, and it lists what we did. So it says we read Pete the Cat and went on a scavenger hunt around our school. We had jitter juice and read first day jitters. We learned how to do 3-star coloring. We graphed how we get home from school. We went to art class. We had fun. I think it's really helpful, since the first day can be overwhelming, that parents can look at that and then ask their student specifically about those things, and then they can have a conversation about school. And then I also send home this for them to fill out. This is in my TPT store, my first day of kindergarten product, and it has little blanks. So it says today is blank and it is my first day of kindergarten. I felt blank. My teacher's name is
my friend named blank is in my class. The first thing we did in school was, the part of the day I liked the best was when we XYZ, and then they put their name. And I saved these and put them in their end of the year memory books as well. And then I just have this extra sheet as well if I need another coloring page to do. So that's what I'm planning to do on the first day of school. I feel ready. There's always things that come up, but you just got to be really flexible. But the classroom's ready to go. I am going to keep prepping for the rest of the week, and then I have to finish stickering my books. So that is where we're at.